Question. DS. Which of the following is the greatest among x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x? Condition 1. X is greater than 0. Condition 2. X is smaller than 1. Solution. Let us solve this DS question using the variable approach. The first fundamental concept in inequality. If A is greater than B, which is greater than C, then A is greater than B, B is greater than C, and A is greater than C. Also, if A is greater than X and X is greater than B, then A is greater than X, which is greater than B. Let us follow the first step of the variable approach by modifying and rechecking the original condition and the question. We are required to find the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. You should get these questions right to get a score above 49 in GMAT math. This theory appears in the exam often, so remember it. In the original condition, we have to get only 1 amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x by CMT2, which states that the number of answers must be 1. By the 1 is the standard theory. When 0 is smaller than x, which is smaller than 1, then x cubed is smaller than x squared, which is smaller than x, which is smaller than square root of x, which is smaller than 1, which is smaller than 1 over x. We know that 1 over x is the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. However, when x is greater than 1, x cubed is the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. And when x is negative, say x is negative a is greater than 0, then x cubed equals negative a cubed, which equals negative a cubed. X squared equals negative a squared, which equals a squared. And 1 over x equals 1 over negative a. Thus, when x is negative, x squared is the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. Follow the second and the third steps. From the original condition, we have one variable, x. To match the number of variables with the number of equations, we need one equation. Since conditions 1 and 2 will provide one equation each, D would most likely be the answer. Recall 3 principles and choose D as the most likely answer. Let's check each condition separately. Condition 1 tells us that x is greater than 0 if 1 is greater than x, which is greater than 0. Then 1 over x will be the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. If x equals 1, then x cubed equals x squared equals 1 over x. And if x is greater than 1, then x cubed will be the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. Since the answer is not unique, condition 1 is not sufficient by CMT2, which states that the number of answers must be 1. Condition 2 tells us that x is smaller than 1. If 0 is smaller than x, which is smaller than 1, then 1 over x will be the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. If x equals 0, then x cubed equals x squared, whereas 1 over x will not be defined. And if x is smaller than 0, then x squared will be the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. Since the answer is not unique, condition 2 is not sufficient by CMT2, which states that the number of answers must be 1. Let us take a look at conditions 1 and 2 together. Condition 1 gives x is greater than 0, or 0 is smaller than x. And condition 2 gives x is smaller than 1 by the first fundamental concept in inequality. 0 is smaller than x and x is smaller than 1 means 0 is smaller than x, which is smaller than 1. Therefore, combining conditions 1 and 2 tells us that 1 over x is the greatest amongst x cubed, x squared, and 1 over x. Since the answer is unique, conditions 1 and 2 combined are sufficient by CMT2, which states that the number of answers must be 1. Both conditions 1 and 2 together are sufficient. Thus, C is the correct answer. Answer C.